but I think it's going to be really harrowing, and I think it's going to be. Are you like going into my nose?
No.
Yeah.
Hey, wide angle.
Too much.
Yeah, you are not Inuratu, I can tell you that.
Do
you want the bottle or the glass?
I'll take the bottle.
You get the guest. You get the. Yeah, no, I reckon it'll be a 7, and I really like this director.
I don't know anything about this movie. I've seen a clip where they were doing his makeup that looks pretty interesting. I expect it to be, because I love the woods and all that shit, so I expect it to be 7 out of 10.
Well, according to my extensive research, Leonardo DiCaprio is either eaten by or has sexual congress with a bear. So I'm hoping there'll be some element that
The Congress is a rumor.
is relatable within that. I understand it involves invasion and decimation of indigenous people, which frankly doesn't sound like much fun. Yeah, I have absolutely no idea how I feel about this movie, aside from the fact that I'll probably be traumatized afterwards.
From the bears.
Probably from the bears, yes.
Yeah, don't know too much about this film. I naturally dislike anything that gets nominated for these, high category awards, essentially because like most of them are shit, right? I'm setting the bar low on this one. I'm really thinking it's not going to be that great. And I don't really like Leo either, He's been rich and famous since the age of 3, basically, hasn't he? So like he's never really had to work for anything particularly. If I had 100 bottles of beer, okay,
I like this,
do you like the way I'm bringing it back in? If I had 100 bottles of beer, and we were like sitting here drinking beers, right? And Leo came, and we still had like 96 beers here, I still wouldn't give him one.
Oh, Tony, that's a very bad analogy.
Yeah.
I appreciate the effort, but frankly...
Get to the ball!
You should be careful.
All I had was my boy. Gonna die anymore. I've done it already.
I think I'm really liking this angry man bear. Oh, look, the cinematography was really quite good. I actually think that the director did a really good job, and the angles were interesting, and the lighting was good, and the mood worked really well. But it was all just based on a flimsy flim flam of nonsense.
Recommended, not recommended.
Oh, yeah, not if you want to be happy.
I could have coped with half an hour of Leonardo struggling against nature, and it felt like it went on forever. He was implausibly durable. I mean, goodness me. Oh, I wouldn't bother with it, seriously. Just too much. No, go and see Star Wars again. I wasn't even particularly engaged with it. I was just kind of like, just die already.
No, it looked great. How could he do that? And the storyline is actually very, very basic. It's there was a point where someone in the audience laughed and just said, "Oh, you've got to be kidding!" And it's like,
I love outdoor movies. I don't know, maybe no. I would say like on a Saturday, maybe. Yeah, Saturday, afternoon, maybe for something to do. But even then, I would say no.
not a date film.
I think if you want to break up from the relationship that you're in, take them to this movie. They'll be so depressed that they just won't give a shit anymore.
There was way too many fucking dream sequences. Way too much like coming back from the dead. The horses don't run off cliffs. There was no need to eviscerate the horse and get inside of it. Like that whole scene could have just not even been in the movie, and it would have been the same movie.
They from The Empire Strikes Back.
They did. It was a tauntaun, right?
Yeah,
exactly. You're gonna hate this more than I do. I'm just saying that it was like they had established that he went through a lot of shit to get back to this place, and that was just pointless. Like he was asleep. There was arrows, and he ran off.
Spoilers. Okay,
I'll just say don't do it.
Don't do it.
If you're thinking about going, don't. I was just bored.
Yeah.
There's only so much you can cope with Leonardo flatting about in the wilderness, and I just wanted him to die.
He healed up far too easily. It's a surprise.
The villain lost.
The villain dies.
Spoiler alert. The bear dies, but guess who doesn't?
But doesn't that word mean like a ghost?
I think we're onto something here.
Mm.
That the whole thing was actually him dying from the bear attack, and the whole narrative was actually in his head, and that's why basically none of it made any sense. It was him dying, thinking about gaining revenge.
Tony turns it on its head. I don't think so.
No.
I think if I was going to rate this on a scale of 1 to 10, I would probably give it, look, at least a -3.
Purely in cinematography, you might give it a 5. In terms of dramatic impact and narration, it's 0.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that as well. I think there was some nice cinematography, but it really didn't make up for anything. You could just rent a movie about cinematography.
I actually liked how it looked, and I liked Leonardo in it, but the whole story didn't hold it far enough, so I'm gonna take it to about halfway at a 4.
And who was the most disappointed person?
Yes, I was pretty disappointed.
Yeah, so you set your bar high. Should have set it low like me.
Again, you know, I'm optimistic.
Yeah.
I have a natural instinct against being eaten by a bear.